there is something you can do about it. If you don't agree with HST, you can, in this particular riding, you can phone, you can email your MP, the Prime Minister, Mr. Ignatieff, any other liberals or conservatives you can find anywhere, and say, listen, you have to say two things. You say, I don't like HST, and you don't have my vote. Now, the reason you have to say that is because they don't care if you like HST or not, because they're going to bring it in. They want to bring it in. But they do care if you tell them you're not going to vote for them. That's the second part. That's the important part. So it's not a done deal, and tell them you're not going to vote for them. The reason I say it's not a done deal is because federally, we still need one more vote to make that money flow. And Mr. Harper and Mr. Ignatieff have a couple of ways they can do it. They can put it in the budget coming up on at the beginning of March, as you know, just one of those things that's sort of hidden in the budget somewhere that approves that $4.3 billion to go to McGuinty. Mr. Harper and Mr. Ignatieff can do it, you know, with a single bill sometime after the budget. My guess is it's going to be hidden in the budget. Mr. Ignatieff already supports, and the Liberals already support HST in Ontario, so I suppose Mr. Harper is going to get their support. But the interesting thing is, and this is another reason why it's not a done deal, is Mr. McGuinty has said that if he doesn't get that $4.3 billion from the federal government, he's not going to bring in HST. You need to talk to your MP, Mr. Rickford here, and tell him you don't like HST, and that he doesn't have your support. I noticed when I came into town, he had a sign there that said "Strong Voice." I'll tell you, when he stood up and supported harmonized sales tax for this province, that was not a strong voice for you. And you should be disappointed, and you should let him know.
Right now, we do have a petition both to the legislature and to Parliament calling that we stop the action on the HST. I know Howard Hampton, our MPP, is going to be launching a campaign shortly insisting on the point of sale. Should the HST go forward, that the point of sale exemption should be worked into the legislation. One, it supports the First Nations, that they'll be able to keep making their purchases and whatnot. I know there's been some talk locally about going to Manitoba for the goods. But it'll also keep business here in Kenora. That what we heard today is we don't mind taking people's status cards, and we just appreciate that they're coming in and using our business. I think it's important that we do as much as we can, writing our letters, calling our member of parliament, signing petitions, getting the word out, because a lot of people don't know that this is going on. They hear about it just in snippets of headlines, and I think it's just under the public radar that this is coming into our homes, into our families, and it's going to hit our wallets really hard.